You just get body checked, I think twice,
yes,
by two extras. Presumably that was planned,
no.
or not? No. Because I was thinking, is there someone whose job is specifically just to target you and knock you over?
Here he comes, here he comes.
Yeah,
boom, I got him.
This bodybuilding gym, not necessarily to bulk up, that just happened to be the fellas that went there were much bigger than us. So we were sort of doing like lighter weights and on the bikes, you know, our guys sort of squatting very loudly next to us. Okay. Hi, this is George with Take 2 Ice Bucket Challenge, nominated by Karen, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I nominate Charlie and Shri, Anastasia and Daisy Mackay. It's tricky because that's not really for me to say. Friendly old man. If I weren't an actor, I think ideally if I had any talent I'd be a pro surfer. But I don't have the talent to be a pro surfer, so I can't. But I think that would be the ideal job.
If you were to give us one homework assignment, what would it be and why?
One homework assignment? What subject? Okay, go to the cinema as much as you can and then write about it.
Biggest take you did where you had to then reset?
There was a particular scene which I remember my rifle slipping off my shoulder, and it was like it was a shot ruining rifle slip.
Yeah.
Multiple times, and it literally, that's like the last 15 seconds of the take. It's just the body position meant that it slid off, and I was just thinking, and so we got through 5 minutes of footage again and again and again, and every time I was like, oh, no, I'm so sorry.
Take our clothes off, put our dresses on, turn the guitars on, and we'd start jamming. But I think the dresses is so beautiful, and it's so surprising, and also people's reaction to you in the dress as well. And as soon as you start wearing it with confidence, that confidence doubles because you're like, yeah, I'm in a dress, and it's sort of really empowering. And then
my favourite accent, I'd worry a budget. I had a summer basically where I did 2 jobs back to back being Scottish, and there are many accents within Scotland obviously, but yeah, I like being Scottish. I definitely need to fly really fast, really high, to proper flight, to be a sort of human jet.
Last question, Vegemite or Marmite?
Vegemite, every day.
Good choice.
Yeah.
The question was that there are many messages in the movie, but which message of the movie resonated the most with you?
I think probably, without sounding cheesy, it's the power of love, and it's about. It's really cheesy. I've actually written a poem that I might read to you guys now. So I feel silly now. It's about love kind of transcending. That's why the cousin thing is. I think it's maybe the changes were made because it shouldn't be a film about incest, but it's a film about love kind of being transcending kind of rules and boundaries and being a motivator and a reason to carry on, a reason to act in a certain way and to believe in it. So I would say the message broadly is about love and the power of love.
This bunch of punk boys in dresses, to and a part of the rehearsal for this, he kept, Justin always said, I see the Kelly Gang, although it's set in the 1800s, he's like, I see it as a punk band. So he booked us a gig in Melbourne before we started shooting, and we had 3 weeks to write a set and perform in a band, in a bar in Melbourne in dresses.
And he had this bid, and he was like, I have to have the bid because it's for, it's for a much bigger film. And we couldn't argue with the money. So he was like, yeah, absolutely.
No, it's just the bid needed to get bigger than it was.
It did need to get bigger, but it needed to do something. Now now I've got, so like he's obviously got this sort of legion now of sort of female teenage fans who fancy him, who have seen this film, and they're like, what kind of director would do this? What is her vision? And so they get mad because they obviously, you know, they're watching the film because they think
You're getting hate mail.
the guy that they fancy, they're like, a mate, like the guy I fancy is going to be just half naked doing loads of set, and they've gotten really mad because of the beard. Some like it. Some like it, and they do like the bomb shot. They're like, oh, they do like that. So I'm like, swings and roundabouts. So,
There's a question here in the front.
What's next for both of you? 1918?
1980. Yeah, we're just going to go through the years basically. There's coming out in February. There's a film called The True History of the Kelly Gang, which was about an Australian outlaw called Ned Kelly, who I play in this film, and it's a very different version on that story. He's a real bloke, and there's been films made about him before, but this is a very different take on it. So that's coming out, and then another film called A Guide to Second Date Sex as well, which is about a couple on their second date and sort of over the course of the night the pressures of feeling like they have to have sex on the second date.
Well, different energies to those films.
Different energies, yeah.
First World War, sex,
and then
the outlaw.
I was about to say Australian Bushman, but maybe that's uniting the two.
That time beforehand, because it was the most mutual collaboration I've ever had on a job, and the insight that you gain from just simply being around everyone who's making it, you all inform each other, and oftentimes just because of the sort of the structure of the structure of how films are made, you know, the system of kind of who comes in at what stage and what they do when they're there and how people react to them when they do enter is often sort of a bit it's imbalanced and it keeps you quite separate. Where with this, you know, being around everyone's point of view and learning that as we went, just it completely informed, you know, my own role within it, and also the character itself, you know, and learning more about how you give information and when you give information through a camera informed kind of how as a human, and because of Sam and Roger's knowledge of how humans then, you know, receive that, then I think, well, as a human myself, how I see information.
And how you prepared to play these soldiers.
Yeah, we were all together very early on, and that's a real rarity, you know, in filmmaking, that all departments and especially the actors are there kind of from the very beginning. So it was such a blessing to be around everyone, and it was essential. And so I guess we just went layer by layer, because as Roger was saying, that, you know, the length of the scene dictates the length of the set, and the shape of the set dictates what the camera wants to do, but the camera, you know, but the set will also make room for what the camera wants to do. So it's this complete mutual handoff always in kind of piecing this together, and we just went layer by layer, and and then you kind of learn by osmosis. I mean, I think I could walk the route of the film from memory now, and it's kind of and in having it so in your bones that you can kind of forget about it, it allows you, when you actually come to play the scenes after all of that preparation, to kind of be more free in it.
With the information and the experience that they have, and so, you know, to meet them and these actors crafting their characters and the experience that they've decided that those men have had, and the information that they've decided that they know, it was really amazing to see kind of how they interrogated that, and to pull apart, and without it ever being vague as well, but to kind of offer up everything, and being so skilled at naming all of those complexities that they've found within it. So I think the specificity in their work and the detail.
Recently, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, and that was just the most beautiful film. I thought, like, the performances, the way it was shot, the music, I haven't stopped
thinking, I know this man, or at least I know an interpretation that I'd like to give, and then I did that reading, then I read for Sam, and Sam told me about, you know, the whole project and how we were going to make it, and then
Brothers the Bodyguard. It's like,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's really pretty cool.
What about old Schofield?
Schofield.
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield over there. He's actually a chat show host back.
Oh really?
Before
Yeah.
the war.
Look familiar. Yeah.
You know, yeah. So and then the war's taken away from his job, and That's why he doesn't like to talk as much.
Sure.
It reminds him of his chat show days.
Doesn't want to do it for free. Yeah. Fair enough.